One of the strangest shocks of adulthood is realizing that success is not distributed like a math equation. Being twice as good rarely earns you twice the reward. Sometimes being just a little better gets you 10 times the outcome, and that feels deeply unfair. Think about it. The singer who is slightly more memorable becomes a superstar. Another singer who is almost as talented performs at small venues most people never hear about. The writer who is just a bit more visible becomes a bestseller. Hundreds of writers who are nearly as good disappear into the background. The difference in ability might be small, but the difference in rewards can be enormous. This is the moment where many people become angry at the world. They look at this gap and conclude that everything is random, that effort doesn't matter, that society just rewards a few lucky people. That reaction is understandable, but it can also become a very comfortable trap, because if the system is completely unfair, then giving up suddenly feels reasonable. The harder truth is this: success does not only reflect ability, it also reflects visibility, timing, networks, and something economists sometimes call amplification. Once someone moves slightly ahead, even by a small margin, the system often begins to multiply that advantage. People pay attention to the person who is already getting attention. People trust the person who is already trusted, and platforms, audiences, and markets tend to keep pushing the same names forward. What began as a small lead slowly stretches into a massive gap. There is an idea explored in the book The Formula that captures this perfectly. Performance has limits, but success does not. Your actual skill may only vary within a certain range, but the rewards society gives out, money, fame, influence, can scale almost infinitely. And that's why modern success often looks so distorted. The uncomfortable part is that we humans love clean stories. We like to say someone succeeded because they were brilliant, or famous because they deserved it. These stories make the world feel orderly. But what those stories often leave out are the messy ingredients: network effects, timing, momentum, collective attention, and sometimes plain old luck. Understanding this doesn't mean effort is pointless. It just means we shouldn't be naive. Life doesn't run like a tidy accounting system where you get paid exactly in proportion to how hard you worked. Sometimes you push for years and almost nobody notices. Then suddenly, one door opens, the system starts responding to your presence, and everything accelerates. Not because you magically became worthy overnight, but because the amplification machine finally turned toward you. Growing up, in a strange way, means learning two things at the same time. You still improve your abilities, but you also learn how the game actually works. Attention, momentum, positioning, and showing up in the right place at the right time. Not to become cynical, just to become realistic. Because sometimes the most painful illusion isn't that someone else succeeded more than we did. It's the belief that the difference in results out there must perfectly reflect the difference in value inside. In many cases, it simply doesn't. And once you understand that, something interesting happens. You stop resenting the game, and you start learning how to play it without destroying yourself through comparison.